Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Valerie Teitel. Starting off with some breaking news in the legal space. I'm just going to read the headline right off the Bloomberg terminal. Val, Chevron prevails in Exxon fight, sealing $53 billion Hess deal. The headlines are moving the stocks this morning.
They sure are. We've got Hess up 7.6% and Chevron in the green as well, up over 3%. Hess has now won this arbitration battle with Exxon Mobil. The arbitration panel dismissed Exxon Mobil's claim that it had a contractual bid for Hess's crown jewel assets in Guyana. This settlement paves the way for this company to be bought by Chevron more than 20 months after the $53 billion deal was announced for Chevron's acquisition of Hess. This decision is a major victory for Chevron, ending a period of strategic limbo that hurt the stock and prompted questions over the quality of the company's due diligence when it agreed to buy Hess back in October 2023. These stocks are rising off the back of this legal case coming to a close. Hess up 7.6%, Chevron up 3.4%.
Of course, there's still a lot of focus on Netflix after the earnings. Beats all around, yet the stock is falling. Is this a price to perfection story?
Failed to impress. Netflix down 1.5%, even though it beat on almost every major metric, Nathan, whether that was revenue, margin, or earnings. It even raised its full year sales and profit margins, but it still wasn't enough to impress investors. The streaming giant expects to generate up to $45.2 billion in sales this year with an operating margin of 29.5%. Sounds pretty impressive to me, but it did not impress the investors out there. It seems like the bar was quite high for Netflix in this earnings season. Those shares are falling 1.5%.
And Talen Energy is on the radar. What's going on with that company?
This is an interesting one, Nathan. Another big deal in the energy space as these companies try to keep up with the surging demand for power on the back of this boom in energy-hungry AI data centers. Talen Energy up 15.25% this morning after it's announced it has sealed a deal to buy two of the newest, most efficient natural gas-powered fire plants for $3.8 billion. The plants will have a combined capacity of nearly 3 gigawatts. That's enough power to power about 2.4 million homes, according to the company. This marks the $4 billion plus deal in this space this year.
And we got more earnings this morning, including from 3M, as we wait for more results as well.
Yeah, 3M rising over 3% after earnings. This is the consumer goods conglomerate, boosted its adjusted earnings per share from continuing operation margin guidance for the full year. Its guidance also came above estimates. The backdrop for this is it seems like they are mitigating some pressures from tariff, including shifting production and doing some price changes. It has mitigated some of that tariff impact for now. So it's kind of an interesting, more macro story about these companies being nimble and able to work their way around these newly announced tariffs. That's 3M rising over 3%.
And finally, Val, more deal news maybe on track.
This is a mega rail merger coming from some speculation from the Wall Street Journal that Union Pacific is looking to bid for Norfolk Southern. We're seeing Norfolk Southern rise near 5% pre-market trade. Union Pacific also on the front foot, rising 0.5%. This is a report from the Wall Street Journal. It does cite that talks are in early stage and there's no guarantee they will result in any deal. But this is some M&A speculation for a mega rail merger that would make a combined entity of over $200 billion.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.